edition of Geek Culture Congress. My name is Speedy Jr., and I'm here with the great, famous, and talented Tarik Lewis. Tarik?
What's up?
What's up? And once again, we're going to make this a regular thing, right, Joey?
Yeah, I'm with it, dog.
All right. Joey Franchise from Tampa Bay's number one party station, Wild 94.1. He's the nighttime jock, and he's actually playing hooky from his radio duties to do this right now. So we won't mention that anymore, okay? Yeah. What's up, Joey? What's good?
What's poppin'? Let's get it going.
Gentlemen, it is Avengers Infinity War season. And speculation is running rampant all over the internet. So we're going to do our own speculations right here. We'll do a little fun exercise, and we'll do some predictions, all right?
Let's go.
So after the movie is all said and done, we'll check back to the predictions here and see who got the closest, who was more in tune with what could happen in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So I'll start with Tarik. Tarik, give me your predictions for Infinity War. Let me get my pen right here. Hold on.
One character dies.
Well,
there you go.
Just one character?
I think another character dies in the second
so we say a couple characters.
But one character dies in this movie. I'm guessing it's going to be Iron Man.
You think Iron Man kicks the bucket?
I think Iron Man dies in this film. I don't think it's Spider-Man just from monetary reasons, but I'm thinking Iron Man kicks it in this one. And it could be one of those secondary heroes could also die. I won't call them secondary, but
yeah,
I could see
the Hawkeyes of the world.
Yeah, I could see a Hawkeye dying or a Falcon or somebody like that passing, but definitely one of the big three is going to die. What other predictions do we have? Doctor Strange will be the center of fighting Thanos. He'll be the key for some reason to fighting Thanos, I believe.
Okay, he'd be the key character.
Yeah.
Because right now the actor's talking about a sequel to Doctor Strange is not even in talks yet.
Yeah. Right? I did see something that leaked, like the ideas. I guess they're gonna call it Doctor Strange Illuminati. That's the alleged sequel.
Mm-hmm. Well,
so I don't know if they're gonna lead into the actual Illuminati.
In the comic books, there's actual Illuminati with Iron Man and Professor Xavier and characters that they don't have yet.
And Mr. Fantastic. Hopefully, when that Fox deal comes through too. So.
Maybe they're planning into the future. Who knows?
Yeah, he's gonna be important. I think.
Doctor Strange main character. What else we got, Tarik? Look into the future in a week from now.
I mean, it's obvious that
it's Thursday night. You're sitting in the movie theater watching this.
It's obvious that what's Gamora's sister? I can't think.
Nebula.
Nebula.
You think Nebula kicks the bucket?
One.
Very obvious that Nebula will be back.
Or she's going to be back, of course.
Yeah, Nebula will be back. Hulk's going to Hulk out. We're going to get a Hulk sighting, and I believe that we are going to see Captain Marvel.
You think we're going to see a Captain Marvel introduction?
Yeah. It may not be that. It may be one of those little things at the end, but I think we're going to see Captain
saying
Marvel.
that they're not going to... They're saying that they're not... They're trying to throw us curveballs, guys.
Yeah.
They're trying to put these articles out there saying they're not going to introduce nothing, but come on, there's an image on what the actress's name? I forget her name now. Carrie... I just had it on my head.
For Marvel?
For Captain Marvel.
Oh, it's the chick that won the Oscar.
Yeah,
she was in Room.
Well, anyway, on her Instagram page, just to get to the point, she posted an image of her as Captain Marvel and the Air Force flying behind her like a squadron of fighters, and it says Infinity and the date of the movie. And then she said, "Oh, this is just a teaser. I'm not in the movie."
She'll definitely be in 4, though.
Yeah,
I know that.
Brie Larson is her name.
Brie
Larson.
Yeah,
I lose my nerd points that time. Yeah. Sorry. Brie Larson did post this cool image of her flying as Captain Marvel, and there was like Air Force jets flying behind her, and they had the Infinity and the date of the movie.
Yeah.
But then she said, and I guess in an interview or in a caption or in a Twitter quote, she said, "Oh no, it's just for for fun, an image for fun." And I said, I don't know. You just picked that time out there to even in your phone in the photo edit to
when it comes to the
MCU,
none of those pictures are just fun. It's all business.
So, anything else, Tarik?
There will be a lot of black people running in the field. I don't know if that
We've seen that already, though.
Revealed in the trailer. There definitely will be a lot of.
Does Wakanda survive?
Wakanda's definitely going to survive.
All right, Wakanda survives.
My theory is that Wakanda's going to survive. the sequel of Black Panther will be about a weakened Wakanda after this battle and people trying to attack them because they've been weakened by the battle. But that's a little further down the line. Other thing, I don't know. It's hard to predict anything else, you know.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah.
I think that's it for your predictions.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Joy franchise. Show everybody your Marvel muscles right now. Give me some predictions.
It's really hard to escape the narrative of Captain America like dying. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it feels like it's gonna happen. You see Chris Evans' contract is up.
Do you want to make that official?
That's official.
Kicks the bucket.
Yeah, he's done.
Captain America dead.
I feel like with his contract being up and them making way for Winter Soldier, and you got to pay attention to some of these like little tiny Easter eggs, especially at the end of Black Panther when you see Bucky come out of the the tent with the kids. You have the red
White Wolf.
Yes, the White Wolf.
White Wolf.
And
Did we give spoiler mentions here? If you haven't seen it, if you're not on top of your Marvel movies right now, you're messed up. Guys.
Yeah.
People,
come on, guys. Come on. Netflix, okay? You can do it.
So with Bucky,
catch that Black Panther bootleg.
No, don't do that.
Don't do that. Support the movie. There you go. But go ahead, keep on.
So with Bucky stepping out that tent,
Bucky takes over.
Yeah, I mean, you even look at his, what he was wearing, his cloth talk. He had the Captain America colors, red, white. He had red and blue on.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
So I think that was kind of like a little, segue to that.
That's a strong revelation you just did right there.
Hey, man, we getting deep. We getting deep with this. Pause. But what Tarik said about, Nebula, I totally agree with. I think because we see a scene in the latest trailer where Iron Man's actually holding Star-Lord back. And you can see it on Star-Lord's face that something went down. Like somebody's either getting battered by Thanos. And I don't see why it wouldn't be Nebula. I think she's the one of the least most used Guardian part, of that.
So we're gonna do Nebula dies, kicks the bucket?
Yeah, I think
he does die in Infinity Gauntlet.
So makes sense. Yeah. There you go. So I'd say with those two, I think pretty much for the most part. And if anybody else dies, I feel like they'll come back, especially for 4 due to like the time stone.
I hope she does die because I have her first appearance somewhere in my comic book collection.
So that's me as far as who dies. As far as our heroes are concerned, those are the guys. Captain America, I think Nebula, and I don't see Hawkeye dying. To be honest with you.
You see Hawkeye surviving. I'm gonna put Hawkeye survives.
Yeah, I think he squeezes out of this.
Yeah, I think he'll weasel his way out.
Yeah.
I think Hawkeye is going to transition to something different, which I'll get into my predictions.
I forgot about Vision.
Vision, I think and here's the thing: when you look at the trailer, the latest one, you see Shuri. She's like looking at this whole diagram of like Vision.
Yeah.
So and it looks like she's trying to find a way to separate
the gem
stone from him, but also managed to keep him alive. And with all that technology they got on Wakanda,
Vision doesn't kick the bucket.
Yeah,
Vision.
I think they get that stone somehow. But
Vision lives. What else you got for me, Joey?
That's really as far as people dying and living.
Anything else? Any plot twists?
Whew.
Do you think Captain Marvel's gonna get that drop in the movie?
I think she'll get an end credit.
End credit for Captain Marvel.
Yeah, I think they're saving something nice for good old Captain Marvel at the end. Basically, obviously, to segue into her movie, which is next year, and I think her movie would actually will obviously segue into Avengers 4.
Right.
But it's gonna be tough, and then I'm trying to figure out where Tony Stark kind of will play out also.
But he's mentioned Tony Stark.
Because
Tony Stark going to survive.
Well, no, I said Iron Man dies.
So you said Iron Man. Right, you did.
And here's another thing why, like,
I did write it down. See, this is why I'm writing down these notes.
Even though I do have Cap kind of on the at the top of the pole as far as dying in this one.
Yeah,
Iron Man's not far, and the reason why is because Peter Parker is in dying need of like a father figure, someone that he's looked up to kind of
some guidance,
give him that. With great power comes great responsibility type of talk.
Yeah. And
I feel like Iron Man is that guy. Mind you, he's witty about it. But I think that since we didn't get an Uncle Ben scenario in Spider-Man Homecoming, I think with Iron Man being that type of role model and kind of father-like figure to Spider-Man, that will be the Uncle Ben moment
Well, I mean,
of
it
the
was.
MCU.
It was implied. It wasn't shown.
Right. Yeah, it was because they did.
Yeah,
they didn't mention
they've
Ben.
beaten that horse,
but
kind of like
they did
Batman.
kind of work around it.
They've beaten that mythos.
So that's what I got.
That's what you got. All right.
Yeah.
You ready for my evil predictions?
Come on, let's hit
my evil and controversial predictions.
Oh man, is it dark?
It's pretty dark.
Oh man.
I say Spider-Man does not survive.
Wow.
And I tell you
That's
why.
bold, man.
All
That's really dark.
Let me write this down because I'm gonna forget. Spider-Man.
Kids on a school bus at the beginning of the film, man.
Yeah.
You're gonna kill that guy?
I tell you why. Dead.
Man.
That's what we're doing,
Dead.
Speedy.
I want to say he kicks the bucket because, first off, the whole deal with Sony and Marvel is kind of messy right now. All right?
Especially with the Venom movie.
Especially with the Venom movie, and these guys want to do their silver and black movie and all that stuff. So Marvel's probably thinking, all right, cool, we got Spider-Man for some stuff. We got a movie out of him. We introduced him to the mythos, the Spider mythos. Just remember, Spider-Man is now bigger than just what Peter Parker is. Like, there's a whole mythos, the Spider-Verse, different Spider-Man in different universes, and the Miles Morales Spider-Man, and a bunch of other stuff that they can use. And there's a comic book that's from the Ultimate line of Marvel, where Miles Morales originally comes from, the black and Latino Spider-Man.
Yep.
Peter Parker dies a hero. He dies a very public death, and he's hailed as a hero. Like, they build a monument out of him, everything in that universe, you know. And like, it's all over the news. Peter Parker sacrifices himself as Spider-Man to save the world, and he dies a very heroic death, the way you would think a Spider-Man would. And I don't know. I think it might happen. It might just happen just like that. This might be the opportunity for them to when all the other Avengers are down for the count.
Yeah.
And Spider-Man has to as the last person, you know, it's just him against unstoppable Thanos.
Looking at the Marvel,
all the TV cameras are recording and everything all over the world, you know.
Yeah, it's hard to look at the Marvel Studios balance sheet and financials and see them killing Spider-Man. That's my issue with the Spider-Man death.
Yeah.
The tax returns don't bear that out.
We'll
see.
Too much
Let's
merch
see.
to be sold
Let's
too,
see.
man.
Yeah, we'll
too
see.
many
I don't know,
toys to
man.
be
I
sold.
don't know.
But I think their contract for Spider-Man, I think they're still do another movie.
They killed Han Solo and Luke Skywalker, man. Disney, bro.
Hey, that's
It's all about Disney.
real.
It's all about the mafia, bro. Come
Yeah,
on.
both of them died of heart disease in the film, though, right? If I'm correct. Just old age.
All right, so more. I really think Captain America is going to have her Wonder Woman moment in this movie. I think it's all BS that they're trying to put on social media and all that stuff. They're trying to throw us a curveball.
Wonder Woman
she's going to have
moment.
her
What is
breakout, that breakout moment where she comes and she comes with the Hail Mary out of nowhere
Yeah.
to save the day.
The thing is Infinity War really going to be a 2-part movie? Will Thanos die? We haven't even talked about that. Like, do we think he'll die for this?
No,
one?
Thanos walks out of this one.
I think he walks out of this one. He
I know
does
it's a
die.
2-part,
He
but
does
they
die
really-
multiple times in regular comic books.
They
But
have not mentioned the title yet.
no, they haven't.
Of the second one.
Because I believe it'll be a really big spoiler for what this is.
I'm worried. I'm debating if it's.
Like, if they said it's Secret Wars or something, which we'll
Right.
get into later, you know, we already know it's going to be about. You know what I mean? So if it was like a title from something that's already been a storyline in the comic books, we're already going to know what the premise is going to be just by the title, or at least what direction that they want to go. So that's why they don't want to do that. I also think Hawkeye survives. I mean, he hasn't been quite introduced or any of the.
Yeah, is he not
The
in any?
stuff?
He's not in any of the trailers, correct?
No, he's not in any of the
Hawkeye.
Him or
trailers.
Ant-Man.
And I tell you why
Yeah.
he survives. Because he has this character that this other character was kind of like a ninja character, the Ronin.
Ronin,
character,
yes, yeah.
That he dons that character when he wants to be a cover on the cover. Also, he has also been a stand-in for Daredevil in the comic books. And I tell you why this is important. This is why all this Netflix stuff with Jessica Jones, we got the Luke Cage, we got the Daredevil, we got Iron Fist and all that stuff. Yeah, they're street level, but their potential to be more is there. those are going to be the future characters that are going to join Captain Marvel in the future. You know, because they already introduced Punisher. They already introduced all those guys. They already give us their backstories in Netflix. If you want to learn about the backstories, go back to Netflix and watch anything you want to watch or everything that they're creating already about them. They're going to plop them into these movies as fan service, and it's gonna be go time. They're going to go full steam ahead with whatever plot that they want to go with.
Right.
And Hawkeye is a good stand-in for Daredevil as, hey, listen, you're going to go on this mission. I'm going to watch Hell's Kitchen for you as Daredevil.
Jeremy Renner's not doing Netflix series.
Yeah, I don't see him doing
but
that.
not necessarily as Netflix series, but that'll be his bow out as the character, as the Hawkeye character.
Yeah.
And to cover the plot hole for if they ever need to redo Daredevil as another season of Netflix.
You have some interesting ones there.
There you go. So
I'm pretty sure those are all wrong.
Survives. Daredevil connection.
There's a
I'll
pretty
just put
bold.
that here. There, I have conspiracies, guys. Conspiracy theories in my head.
That Spider-Man one was dark, though. I'll tell you
That was
that.
very dark.
That was really dark.
It's very dark, but I mean, just imagine everybody was talking about Spider-Man sacrificing himself. Something, you know, like that's like the Optimus Prime dying in the movie moment.
Yeah, but you always know Optimus Prime is coming back.
Yeah.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't have at the end of the movie. No,
Yeah, you
at the
did.
movie you're like,
Yeah.
Optimus Prime still died.
I feel like everything's happened to Optimus Prime in these Transformers movies.
Yeah.
Died like multiple times, came back, turned bad.
No, I'm talking about. Sorry, it might have been before your time, Joe. You're talking about the '80s cartoon.
Oh yeah, see, I was.
You see?
Yeah. I think he
he-
got killed
he
in a
didn't-
drive-by in the 80s cartoon. It was a very unfortunate. It was a Tupac situation.
And, what else I got? Let's see. I want to say that Doctor Strange is definitely a person who might kick the bucket just because they haven't really announced anything for him for a part 2. They haven't really announced anything for any part 2 for Doctor Strange, and that might be it for his character. You know.
I think it's just because he's British. You know, they're unpredictable people.
Maybe. I want to say that Iron Man survives, but in a different state. And I'll tell you why. Iron Man survives in a different way. I'm writing quick notes here. Iron Man, when he's been killed multiple times, but in the recent time that he's been killed, he actually survived as a computer program.
Oh.
Okay, and as that computer program, he of course had assistants working for him, and one of them was Ree Wilson, and she created her own. He helped her create her own Iron Man armor and took over the Iron Man duties for a while until he was actually, crazy comic book stuff that happens. He actually regenerated himself somehow, and now he's back. But anyway, I digress. I think that they find a way for him to survive and do bit parts of Robert Downey Jr. Because, of course, he's been beaten to a horse, too. He's like on everything.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
But it's like that, some kind of watcher, for lack of better terms, character that is, can do little bit parts here and there and still keep the plot of the movie going. And he's still the main character of the universe.
He'll always linger around.
Yeah, he'll linger around somehow. Now, as far as Captain America is concerned, I think it's a 50-50 chance, to be honest with you.
So how many people you have on this dead list of yours?
I got a lot of people. A lot of people are kicking
man.
the bucket, man.
Yours reads like unsolved
You
mysteries
killed off
over
the
there.
entire MCU.
No, but Captain is got a 50-50 chance.
Yeah.
He's got a 50-50 chance.
Speedy presents How to Get Away with Murder. Marvel edition.
Because I'll tell you why. Because he doesn't quite have all the gems. So he is still normal Thanos, which is actually a really powerful character, by himself.
Yeah.
Right.
But I could see Captain America still surviving this as well. There's a bunch of different plots too, where he loses his, Captain America's like what, 200 years old or something like that.
He's up there.
It's
Yeah.
not quite
150 at least.
100 years old.
So, if somebody's got the time gem and wants to mess with Captain America, you turn him into an old man.
This is true.
And that's been done before too in the comic books.
You have some, you got some stuff going on over in your little sheet. There's,
He might survive, but he might be also another bit character again.
Well, we've seen him too reprise. Actually, he shows up in the photos that leaked for Avengers 4, and you see him in his old suit wearing the Avengers 1 attire.
That's probably some flashback.
So I'm wondering if it's a flashback or if they have to go back in time.
Maybe.
Here's my big crazy prediction. I don't know if we've talked about this before. I think that the sequel, whatever comes after,
we'll have to add this to your prediction.
Whatever comes after this, they're all split up because this gauntlet gets destroyed. I think the gauntlet gets destroyed somewhere back in time. This is where they're meeting.
Ooh.
I think this is where they're meeting Captain Marvel, because I thought Captain Marvel. I think they're setting that in the 90s.
Yeah,
but I'm not positive. And someone's going to be in space, time. What are the other ones? In the mind, they're all going to be split and trying to figure out how to get back.
Wow,
that's my prediction.
That's the first time I've heard that, and that actually makes a lot of sense.
At the end, that's my thoughts.
Interesting. I think it happened. Yeah, they might do something. I don't think I've read any story quite like that in the comic books, but I think, there was an Avengers that they had to go into the future and like Hulk was like a King Hulk or something like that, and
I can see that.
The Infinity Gauntlet was involved in that. Like they were trying to find some stones or something like that.
Yeah,
but I don't remember at all the whole story. But that could happen. Yeah, and they've already made Hulk a little rogue already, because he was kind of a little rogue in the Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah, so I can see that happening.
Definitely.
I like that.
All right, so we got some interesting predictions here. And what we'll do is, after we see the movie, if you haven't bought your tickets yet, go get your tickets and support, what we live and breathe here. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
So
by mine.
We'll check back and see who was close and see who was really bad with their predictions.
Listen, if 2 out of those people die on your list, I give you all the props in the world.
All right, very good, man. They were also talking about on the internet this week that Josh Brolin, which is the actor that plays Thanos, he also plays Cable in Deadpool 2, which is coming out the following month.
Yeah,
and there was an interview, I guess, with the gentleman who plays Doctor Strange.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yeah, and he was saying that Josh Brolin was hardly on set for Infinity War because he was doing a lot of Deadpool 2 stuff. Mm-hmm. So what do you guys think about that? Does that bode well for this movie or what?
Well, they got to CGI him a lot anyway, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of like once you get the model.
They've done this how many times already?
Yeah,
how
once
many
you get
movies
the model of what he's going to look like, his movements, does he really need to be there for everything? And they're not putting him in a big purple suit.
That's what he said. He said, like, a lot of the stuff was done by the stuntman who his body double.
Yeah.
Was in the suit.
It's motion capture.
In the motion capture suit, should I say. And
he could do that from home, I'm pretty sure.
He probably did. He probably said they got that money, they got that motion capture room.
Yeah,
all 360 degrees capture.
What's interesting is with the Fox deal, I mean, like if say, Deadpool does get, involved in it, and Cable obviously being a character in the X-Men universe, like how do you and if Thanos does,
I think Cable will have
survive,
to die.
Yeah. Like, how do you?
I think Cable will have to die. Can I put that on my prediction
there
list?
There you go. Cable dies.
I mean, you're killing Cable?
After Fox merger, Cable dies. Horrible death.
Man, you got to really look at these balance sheets. They're trying to make this money. I wouldn't kill Cable.
Hey, go. He dies too. He dies in the comic books multiple times.
Well, everybody dies in comic books.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And they grow back to life multiple times as well. All right, so we're not worried about Josh Brolin on his double
I don't
duties.
think that's an issue. I think they CGI your boy. I mean, who's playing, put it this way, who's playing Hulk? Like when he's actually Hulk. Like nobody's playing Hulk.
That's
you know.
true. Maybe it's him running around in the motion capture suit. We don't know. We don't
those
ever
little
see
gloves
stuff.
they sell at Walmart. The little Hulk gloves. Nobody's running around in those. That's not happening.
All right, so we talked already about Captain Marvel. We believe pretty much she's going to show somehow, some way in this movie.
Yeah.
They're trying to deny that she's even involved in it. I guess they're really sticking to that talking point. So we'll see what happens with that.
Oh, I'm not. I want to hesitate to predict this, but I think I'm not going to. Don't write it down.
Predictions is getting
Don't write it down. I'm
now.
just going to say it. Adam Warlock. Are we going to see Adam Warlock You know, at the end of the Guardians of the Galaxy movie, she's like, "I'm making something."
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a possibility.
I think it's important because
if there's no Captain Marvel, there'd probably be Adam Warlock.
It has to be Adam Warlock. It's just very important to the whole Infinity mythos.
Well, we know that he's
especially
going to be the
in the
next.
comic books.
I don't think we see Adam Warlock till probably the second one due to the fact that Guardians 3's 2020 scheduled for.
Yeah.
So I mean, I wouldn't put it past.
Well, this is all intertwined. They could do some. James Gunn has been riding shotgun with the Russo brothers on this. Supposedly, he's been writing some dialogue for the Guardians characters.
Yeah.
Just to make them, just to help the Russo brothers with the authenticity. So
Just a thought. I don't
definitely the Nova Corps is all dead. They dying in this movie, at least in the first 5 minutes.
Oh, I don't even think they appear yet. I think Nova Corps is going to be in the second one.
No, but he's got to go. He's one of the gems is in there. Is in the Nova Corps. Yeah. Yeah. It's in
the power gem is out there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And to go back to, let me add to my list of people that died.
Oh yeah.
Let's go with Loki. And
Definitely, I forgot about that. I
forgot about Loki.
Loki's dead.
Loki's dead on sight.
I think
Loki's dead in the first 7 minutes. Okay, 7-minute death.
I thought Loki would
and
die.
Heimdall.
But we see Loki though.
And
don't
I think
we?
Heimdall has the soul stone.
You think Heimdall has the soul stone?
Yeah.
Giving him his sight and all that?
All that. You see the color of his eyes, right?
Yeah.
He can see a lot of
That's
stuff.
A good point. That's a good point.
I think this
Is that the gem that's missing that we haven't seen yet?
This is hard for me to say. I think Loki makes it.
Loki survives.
I think
you hear
Loki
that, ladies and
survives.
gentlemen? Loki survives.
I think Loki survives. He's a survivor.
He's a trickster too, man.
Yeah.
You know how he can.
Yeah, I think he joins the Black Order.
Ooh.
I think he legit, like, all right, I'm in.
Wow.
Wow. Loki
think he's in.
survives.
And I'm basing that solely off the trailers.
All right. Well, we got some good
I want to know
predictions.
where Valkyrie ends up.
Yeah, how's she involved?
How
That's a
she
good point.
gets out of that whole thing. Because
Yeah.
Is she even in this movie? I didn't see her in anything.
she's on the ship.
She's on the ship,
She got to
right?
be on that ship, right? Unless she pieced out for some reason.
Who knows?
Thor's getting that eye back. I think.
Or maybe he got a eye from Wakanda or Iron Man or something. A technology eye.
It's going to be a lot.
Could
There's
we
going
have
to be
it?
a lot to develop. It's going to be good.
Yes, I'm excited. I'm seeing it Thursday night. When are you seeing it?
Friday morning.
Friday morning?
Yeah.
Why? We got to come to work.
I'm not coming to work.
You took it off already.
It's a holiday,
ladies and
dog.
gentlemen.
I'm not coming to work.
We will not share this podcast with employees
all that weekend.
until after next week. Okay? Joey,
I'm trying to go see midnight showings because I get off the air.
Thursday night?
Yeah, so I see it Thursday night. I've seen a couple showings that are going
All right.
until 1 a.m., 2 a.m.
So definitely the following Tuesday at least, or Wednesday, we'll get
it'll be-
together
it'll
and
be
we'll get
seen, yeah.
and we
Well, I'll
will.
probably see it twice that week.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Most likely.
Sunday, I'm gonna go see it again.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and go see it again Sunday. But definitely Monday or Tuesday, Wednesday, everybody should have gotten into it, and we'll get back together and we'll get into depth, into detail about Infinity War, Avengers Infinity War. Just another side note, the Russo brothers were talking about their interviews, and they were talking about some possibilities when the Fox merger happens with Disney. And one of the opportunities, one of the questions was how if they would do kind of like a Secret Wars movie, and they thought it was very interesting, and they kind of left it open ended at that. So, what do you guys think about
I forgot
that?
which Russo brother it was, but he said he would love to tell that story, and then the other one just happened to just smirk.
Now the Secret Wars is they're on the planet. There's
That's right. Well, there's
battles
a couple. There's a couple Secret Wars. There's the old '80s one.
Yeah,
which
different
was
battles and
kind of
tournaments
silly.
and stuff.
But that was the introduction of the black costume for Spider-Man, which obviously, of course, becomes Venom and Carnage and all that other stuff. That was very important. That comic book. Then there was also it left the little breadcrumbs of Doctor Doom, which is another Fox character, of course, because it's Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
He gets some of the power of the Beyonder, some of that God power, and that leads to him. He also has the Infinity Gauntlet at 1.2 as well, and he gets a taste of that God power, and he's able to create his own battle world. And he also and long story short, he messes with the Beyonder. He takes his power, and Beyonder has to trick him to get it back, and all that good stuff. Then the new Secret Wars that happened, which made the Ultimate Universe that I just talked about earlier, and the 616 universe, which is the normal Marvel continuity that everybody knows universe, combined was that I guess both universes, when they combine, either both destroy or one destroys and the other one stays. So what Doctor Doom did was he got the Beyonders' power again, and he made another battle world to make the characters from the Ultimate Universe and the regular universe fight each other.
Wow.
They way overpower Doctor Doom.
Right. Yeah, he had a lot. Yeah, he gets all this crazy power sometimes for no reason.
They way overpower him. Yeah. No one has done that much being ugly. And that's like his main motivation is that I'm no longer attractive. They way overpower this dude.
Yeah.
Got to make up for something.
For long story short,
Flavor Flav is just eating chicken.
After that storyline, the Fantastic Four is gone from the comic books, and they're just recently bringing them back again. A bunch of stuff happens. They brought the old man Logan into the regular continuity. Younger Wolverine dies. Yeah. There's a bunch of stuff.
That's where I start getting.
Miles Morales gets included in the regular continuity with Peter Parker. It gets messy. It does.
And I'm not a fan of the Fox merger, by the way.
No.
What's wrong with it?
I like the X-Men separate. I like them separate. I like it's a little darker. Like the Logan film was a little darker, a little more social political issues than the Marvel stuff.
Definitely dramatic.
Yeah. So I want to keep that up, and I like the whole idea the mutants are separate, and the only film that I was like disgusted by, in Fox was like Wolverine Origins. That was terrible.
Yeah, that was. I hate what they did with Deadpool. They totally destroyed Deadpool now.
But Logan was great. And
Logan was great.
Deadpool was great. I think Deadpool 2 is going to be good. I want them to be able to maintain doing that. So
good. So we got some interesting things happening in the Marvel Universe world. I guess whoever wants to cram some movies in to get ready for Infinity War, if you haven't for some reason watched anything yet. I was reading some articles, and there's a article that were talking about the movies that you must see before you go watch Infinity War. Mm-hmm. And of course, they included the first Iron Man, which not the first Iron Man. Sorry, the first Captain America.
That's where you see the Tesseract.
That's true. That's very important. Of course, the first Avengers, which is a classic, is a great movie by itself. They included Thor 2 in this list
because of the ether.
Yeah,
but
I'll be honest with you, I can't remember what happened.
He fought some elves.
Did Natalie Portman die?
Some dark
elves.
elves.
No, she didn't. But that was the last time we saw her.
Yeah, she's gone.
You broke up, or Natalie Portman didn't.
Actually, that would be interesting. I'm sorry. I forgot to add to my list. I think Thor, a possibility of him surviving is also low as well, because in the comic books right now, Natalie Portman's character is Thor.
Yes.
But she's not coming back.
Yeah.
That's bad. You give her a juicy... Her complaint was that she did not have any depth to the character and not do... She didn't want to take the plot the way she wanted it. She wanted to control a little bit of it. Yeah. If Marvel gives her something juicier, like being Thor...
Valkyrie being Thor, I could see.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Valkyrie becoming Thor, I could see.
I say Thor's got a 50-50 chance too. But that's my prediction. I add my last prediction there. Also, Guardians of the Galaxy 1, of course. Guardians of the Galaxy number 1. Mm-hmm. Why not number 2, though?
Because there's
nothing really. There's no stone in number 2.
I think they want you to watch as many Soul Stone.
Yeah, but I think the
Infinity Gems movies.
The Adam Warlock revelation is important.
No, well, maybe it's not going to be.
Or maybe not important enough for this movie.
Yeah.
Avengers 2, which is the Age of Ultron.
Brought back the Mind Stone.
That's right. It was the weakest Avengers, though.
It's one of the weakest Marvel films.
Yeah.
I just recently watched it again. Yeah.
Yeah, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you stomach it?
I did.
Yeah.
There's some good moments.
There's a good moment. It does have good moments. I enjoyed it for the most part. Civil War. Captain America Civil War. I think that's very important.
It's not that important.
I think more important is the dynamic of Iron Man and Captain America. Of course, they got to team up again.
Yeah, I think with all the characters, that was the first time we got to see that.
There's some beef.
Characters.
Everybody.
I think there's still some beef.
Yeah, that shows everybody.
I'm sure Falcon is still mad at Spider-Man some way.
Little nugget. Captain America and Iron Man briefly fight in Age of Ultron.
Yeah,
I watched it again. They briefly go at it a little bit in Age of Ultron. So there's some precedents.
There is.
Yeah, you watch Civil War just for fun, just to get all the characters in there.
I guess.
Yeah.
Doctor Strange is important because, of course, that's the time stone.
Gotta watch Doctor Strange.
Gotta watch Doctor Strange, and you got to learn the way he does his magic works, because it's very important. He's throwing spells all over the place in Infinity War. You gotta understand where, I guess, the the rock paper scissors element of his powers, I guess.
The fact that he can wield that Eye of Agamotto the way he does, is major.
Thor Ragnarok, important. They have it on this list.
Definitely important.
Yeah. I say yeah. I say yeah because
I say yeah because Hela, is basically
the goddess of death.
Goddess of death, and if you pay attention to the end of Avengers 1, when when the T'Chari lost,
right?
The end credit where you first see Thanos, he's being talked to and being told that we shouldn't have messed with the humans. Like, to court them, you court death, and we all know that Thanos was in love with death.
That's right. That's right.
I think Hela, some way, somehow, will come back later on.
I can see a Hela return.
I'm gonna put that in your prediction here. Hela return.
Yeah, I can see why Ragnarok does make sense. Actually,
well, I think this film probably ends like you need an explanation of like why they're on this ship. Why doesn't Thor have an eye?
Yeah.
You gotta have
how to get the eye back because he's got some pictures there with some
Yeah.
eyes. Yeah, he's got both of his eyes in some of these ads here.
Yeah.
Also was an honorable mention only. Black Panther.
Gotta see Black Panther.
I think because the main fight.
I think what they say because there's no gems or anything like that. But I say you have to learn about his supporting cast.
Yeah.
They're very prominent in the movie.
Yeah, I think it's important for Wakanda just for the fact that I think they're going to be fighting on Titan and they're going to be fighting on Wakanda.
Yeah.
So
interesting. Iron Man, the first Iron Man, it was not even on this list, and that's the first movie that starts the Marvel Cinematic Universe. You say important or not, Joey?
If you're trying to get a better understanding of Tony Stark or
no,
a history lesson of Tony Stark,
there's no Iron Man movies on this list.
Yeah, I don't because
except for the ones that he's in an ensemble with. Of course.
Yeah, because like I said, the best way to go about this, especially if you have no idea what the hell, like if you're the average person that's just avid moviegoer and just appreciates these movies, and you want to get into it, and I understand there's been 18 films already.
Yeah.
So for the average person that's like, I want to ride the wave of this. Like, how do I get started? Like, say if you're gonna have to explain because somebody's gonna want to know what the hell's an Infinity War. What the hell is an Infinity War? What are all these gems? What do they do? So you got to go back to all the films that actually describe what these gems do. You get to see it in action, so that way when Thanos does assemble the gauntlet, you're ready to go.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
I don't find Iron Man necessary.
No, why not?
Yeah, it's only to find out about Tony Stark, and really the first half of that film. Is
about
his character development,
motivations.
There's not even War Machine in that one. There's really no.
Well, there's the actor that is going to be War Machine, but he got fired and he's replaced by somebody else. Later on.
Right. Worst decision of Terrence Howard's career.
Right.
He should have said, "I'm all right. I'll do it for whatever you want." All right,
you could have been a toy.
Yeah, dog.
He could have been an action figure.
Instead he decided to be Lucius Lyon.
Now he's Lucius Lyon.
There's no reason to see Iron Man for this whole thing. At this point, you kind of know. Like,
cool, fair enough.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. Yeah.
All right,
you don't need to see Winter Soldier. Even though that's like the best.
That's probably one of the best top 5.
I like Winter Soldier a lot.
But it does not relate to this film. Really?
Does it though? It was directed by the Russo brothers.
Yeah. Well, they did show the Loki staff, which carried the Mind Stone at the end.
Yeah,
but it was an credit.
Yeah, you're right.
And that's how Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver get their
ability. That's true.
Oh, that's true.
But we get all that in Age of Ultron.
That's true.
That's true. Yeah, we do see all that.
We do get that. All right, guys. Well, get into one DC rumor. DC's losing, man. This whole
terrible, bro. It's like they've been
DC's
so
getting shafted, man. There's this one rumor out there talking about a standalone Harley Quinn movie.
Okay.
I guess because the actress is getting kudos for like the Tanya role and all that stuff.
She was great in that.
Yeah, she was. They're talking about Kathy Yan is going to be the director for the standalone Harley Quinn movie. What do you think, guys? You think that's a green light? That's a good look?
I think the movie will be a success. Very popular character with women and men, to be honest. Mm-hmm. The actress is a great actress. I'm not familiar with the director, but I think DC has to
Money in the Bank? Money in the Bank, definitely.
Yeah, I think DC has to take some chances.
Yeah.
And they got to go a different direction. They can't try to meet Marvel at this epic level.
No, they're definitely
They got to
losing.
do something different. So
Yeah.
This is why I think movies like this Harley Quinn one and the talked about Batgirl movie, I think what DC does really good is, they tell really good narratives of their, their female characters. Like you saw Suicide Squad. I mean, Harley stole the movie.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, I mean, kind of try to capitalize that. Wonder Woman, same thing. And Patty Jenkins is amazing.
Yeah.
She's an amazing director. Bro.
So, I mean,
since day one,
I think they should. I think this Harley thing will be a knockout the park, especially how well received Harley Quinn and Margot Robbie, portrayed her. So this is gonna be awesome, and I honestly want to see more. And I hope, I wasn't too crazy about Jared Leto's Joker, but I'm willing to give it a chance. I'm open-minded to it. I'm open-minded to it.
I was open-minded. That's a good word.
I just feel like he didn't have because he didn't have as much screen time,
right?
So you didn't really get to get a good feel for his character as well as you did for Heath Ledger, who forever, right next to Jack will be,
the Joker.
Yeah, he will be the Joker. Period. Yeah.
So I mean, Harley Quinn movie, I'm all for it. Definitely want to see more, especially in Arkham, her being Joker's psychiatrist.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be.
I don't even think they'll have some Joker in there. I think they'll just go future. Kind of like her redemption, I guess, as a character.
Yeah, I would like to see the Harley Quinn story. They could bounce back and forth from time. I would like to see that.
Yep. Yeah. All right, guys. That's another Geek Culture Congress in the books. Go see Infinity War. It's the movie of the decade. There's never been a movie like this where they've introduced multiple characters from different movies into one.
Yeah. Any chance it sucks?
What's funny is that they've been showing the movie in 30-minute increments, like for their screenings.
For little teaser screens. Yeah.
Yeah. It's
So I wonder if they're like, oh, what? They didn't like these 30 minutes. What should we do? Should we edit this stuff? I wonder if they're constantly editing the movie according to these little 30-minute screens. Which I think that would be horrible, man.
And the running time is almost 3 hours.
It's go time, man.
2:30.
Yeah.
2 hours and 30 minutes.
It's like 2 hours and 37 minutes when I bought my tickets on Fandango. Yep.
Yeah. So show up late, Mr. Previews. 'Cause you're gonna be
You're
gonna be there for a while.
minute.
Don't drink water. Do not drink soda or water. Okay? All right, guys. Don't eat anything that's going to make you go to the bathroom either. Here you go. No lactose intolerant stuff. Geek Culture Congress signing off. Tarik, give them all your socials, everything you got going on. I know you got a play going on. I want
my
you to
name
plug
is
it right
Tarik
now.
on Instagram and Twitter, and just Tarik Lewis on Facebook. Got a play going on right now at the Heather Theater off of Sheldon and Hillsborough.
That's in Tampa for anybody listening in
I'll
the
be
world.
running the 20th and 21st, and then the 27th and 28th.
That's right.
Awesome.
Oh, man. You haven't seen Tarik yet. You need to go check him out, especially if you're here in the Tampa Bay area. Joey, give them all your socials and plug all your stuff.
For sure, man. Make sure you check me out. Wild 94.1 out here in Tampa. I'm on 7 p.m. to midnight, and I'm, sometimes I'll tease these, these little predictions and get some comic book talk in there in between playing some hip hop. But also you could hit me on the socials at Joey Franchise on Instagram and on Twitter. And I'm
Franchise
also
with a Z, right?
With a Z like Zorro.
There you
go. Also on J Franchise on Snapchat and of course joyfranchise.com. So a lot of things going on.
All right, perfect. You guys, Web. All right, perfect, guys. You guys can follow me. Follow my nocturnal life. I moonlight as a DJ. DJ Speedy JR. All the socials and on Facebook you can find me there also the same way. And of course we are on Instagram. As soon as I can get my friends to help me post stuff on Instagram, we'll get going. You can follow us, Geek Culture Congress, on Instagram. And I'm working on the Facebook page right now. I think it's public right now. If you want to like us, go ahead. I just don't have any images or any content yet, but it's up there. And I need to make you guys
we're on it.
Admins too. Yep. So another Geek Culture Congress signing off. We'll see you next week when we get into depth about some Infinity War and any crazy things that might happen in that movie. Anything else going on in geek life? We need to get into some Walking Dead.
Yes, sir.
Walking Dead just finished up, and we need to get into. We're talking about Jessica Jones that you just finished watching.
Jessica Jones. Yes.
Yeah, and you liked it, or
we'll talk about it.
All right. Same bad time, same bad channels. Geek Culture Congress signing off. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye.